Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy ChronicTurbo, and today we have a 2025 Toyota GR Corolla. This is with the 6-speed manual, and man, we're talking about a fine hot hatch. But about myself a little bit, I am new to YouTube. I've been doing this since December. Getting into car reviews, I've always been a car enthusiast. I just never really had the opportunity or the time to really start making videos. But now, welcome to my channel. I thank you guys, and once I hit 1K subs, I will be doing a surprise giveaway as well, as a way of saying thank you. And there'll be more to come in the future as well as the channel grows. As I grow, you guys will get rewarded. That's my, token of thanks, of course. I love you guys. But that's enough about that. Let's go ahead and get into this video. As you can see from the outside, very aggressive stance. Not much different from the previous years. Of course, it's pretty much exactly the same when you really look at it. You do have your GR badge right here as well with your fog lamps. You have full LEDs for the headlights. They just turned off because I had the vehicle off because the engine runs a bit loud and I won't be able to hear myself. I don't have a DJI mic. Probably should invest in one in the future, but they're a bit expensive. Let's just be honest. I'm a 9-to-5 worker, baby. But of course, you have your Toyota badge right there. Very nice and subtle. Hood, standard Toyota hood, not very muscular, or it doesn't stand out in any way, shape, or form from a standard Toyota, but the front end does. Just the hood is not. Nothing special, no vents, no anything like that. And of course, right here on the side, you do have functional vent. Same thing on the other side. Your grille is in flat black. Pretty blocked out portion right here. Like, it's super blocked out. I wish all of this was open, but there's a reason for that. I don't remember the exact reason, but does have enough airflow for what the engine does need. So can't really take off too many points for that. And of course, on the side, 235s on the front and the rear. You have 18-inch wheels, painted black, aluminum. It's very nice, honestly. GR badge right here. And then you have a heat extractor right here on the side as well. Everything's pretty much painted black, very little flat black on this vehicle, except for the pillars right here as well. And let me go ahead and step back and give you a good profile view. This is a used vehicle. This is not brand new, so it's not in mint condition. I'm saying that ahead of time, but it is for sale. GR-4, that's your all-wheel drive system that you have on here as well. Vehicle's pretty peppy. We'll talk about the horsepower specs once I pop the hood. Some more badging back here, GR Corolla. And I know a lot of people like to put body kits on their Corollas to make them look like a GR Corolla. Nothing wrong with that. Just know what to look for. Of course, this has a wider stance than your average Corolla. And we'll get into dimensions and everything. You have the tri-tip exhaust with the larger center exhaust right there. And I'll insert a clip so you can hear how that sounds. Now you heard how that sounds. Let's go ahead and pop the trunk. And we're going to take a look at this trunk space. 17.8 cubic feet of space with the seats up, of course. Pretty nice design. Like I say, it is a hot hatch. Does lift up like your typical SUV. Being that it's a hot hatch, doesn't have a standard style trunk. You can see the trunk from inside the vehicle, which is nice. Do have a privacy cover. And if you look under here, you do have some niceties under here as well, along with your battery and some other goodies. Go ahead and close that back. No connections in there. Not much to look at. Your rear diffuser is very aggressive, but it's flat black. Looks pretty cheap, if you ask me. There's no vents back here. But, like I said, it is aggressive. I'll give them that. And of course, let's go ahead and get into the dimensions. Oh, I'm going to talk about this spoiler as well. Very nice and tasteful spoiler. You do have this little design right here, this little bulge. It's on both sides. Does look pretty good. You got your shark fin antenna right there as well. Pretty tasteful. And like I said, we're going to get into the dimensions of the vehicle. But overall, we're looking at a wheelbase of 103.9 inches, a length of 173.6 inches, a width of 72.8, and a height of 57.2. Curb weight with the manual transmission, 3,274 pounds. It's a bit heavy. I ain't even gonna lie. It is a bit heavy. But let's go ahead and pop the hood, and we're gonna see what's powering all of this weight to see if it gets moving, if it's fast enough for you. You know, let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit. All right, here we are. We're under the hood. Yes, at this price point, you get a prop rod. Don't know why Toyota decided to do that. It doesn't really cost that much to add a hydraulic system, but I guess because it's known to fail rather than having something that is, you know, a standard prop rod. So I guess I'll let it slide. But let's get into the power for this turbocharged 3-cylinder. We're looking at a total of 300 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. It does have that GT4 all-wheel drive system, and honestly, it's a pretty decent vehicle. It does get it moving in a 0 to 60 of roughly 4.9 seconds. So honestly, I can't be mad at that. It's going to be a shorter review. Like I said, I'm trying to shorten my videos. Those 20, 30-minute reviews are starting to take a toll on me because I'm able to do less car reviews in a day. And that's not going to work for a channel as new as mine. I need to get as much done as possible. But if you're into like straight to the point car reviews, I'm your guy. But that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and hop in the back seat, and I'll show you what it's like back there for someone like me to sit behind myself. As you can see, the seat's already pushed back as far as possible. I don't look forward to this, guys. The things I do for love. Ow. Oh my God. You know, it's a tight fit, but the seat back is so plush and so giving that I can honestly press into it, and it's actually pretty comfortable. It's not really hard or anything like that. This is just soft, but it does press. This is me sitting behind myself, of course. I'm not sitting behind somebody that's 5'9" or 5'10" or 5'8" or 5'7". I'm 6'1", almost 6'2", actually. So I'm on the larger side of the American spectrum, weight and height-wise. But I'm pretty comfortable. Headroom is not too crazy. I mean, I can hear it rubbing around on the top of my beanie. And as to the door panels itself, extremely cheap. But that's factored into the price. Of course, we'll get into the price point. Now, what you may pay at the dealer, it depends on where you live. Some dealers have been known to mark these up extensively, and I apologize for that on Toyota's behalf. They need to get that under control. But like I said, door handles, door panel, everything about this feels absolutely cheap. Like it's here. This is cloth. Like, it's not the most enjoyable thing, but I guess that's not why you're buying this car. And of course, you do have cup holders back here as well. Nothing crazy to look at. Cloth feels pretty nice. I mean, the cloth seats in here are pretty plush, pretty nice. You know, just like any other Toyota Corolla. It's a very comfortable vehicle to be in as far as like sitting. Even for someone as large as myself, you do have LED lighting, which is nice. I know I love that word nice because, I mean, that's what it is. It's not great. It's not bad. It's nice. And of course, Type-C port right here. You have, hold on. Jesus Christ. 12 volt. Technically, I call that the cigarette outlet, but it's a 12 volt. It's nice to have that. No map pockets back here, of course. You do have cup holders in the doors. So I guess that lets it slide. You got a little bit of storage right there as well. There's no vents back here. It is pretty hot. I'm burning up. But now it's time to head up front. I'm going ahead and cut the vehicle on, and we'll have some air in here finally. But let's see how hard it is for me to get out after sitting in a tight squeeze like that. Not too bad. I thought it would be worse. Like I said, we're getting straight to the point, baby. We're not doing a 20-minute car review. But as you can see, manual transmission. We got the 3 pedals down there. Go ahead, clutch in, brake in, start button right here. You have your GR logo on there. Very nice to look at. Leave it in neutral. Foot off the clutch, it's not going to stall out. Boom. Just gave you a quick, tutorial on how to start a manual vehicle for you guys that don't know. Driving a manual is pretty easy. Don't let anybody fool you and make it seem like it's hard. It's easy to do. Once you get into it, you're going to realize it's the better way to drive a car. In most cases, you live in the city and there's a lot of traffic, you may feel differently about that, as I have had in the past. It's not fun. But let's go ahead and get into the technology. 12.3-inch driver display. Very nice to look at, very clean. And of course, you have an 8-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. You do have the option to plug in right there as well for your charger. You don't have a wireless charger pad in here because this is the core trim. This is not premium in any way, shape, or form. This is base, 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 base. And you can tell. This soft touch right here, soft touch right here, all hard touch. Look, Toyota makes some quality powertrains, but let's be honest, their interiors leave a bit to be desired when it comes to compared to the rest of the competition. That's just me. And of course, same thing for the door panel, for the front seat, which is a little bit shocking. Normally it's a bit nicer up here with a lot of vehicles, but it's just as cheap. You don't get treated any better just by being in the front. No flat bottom steering wheel, which I would expect on a performance-oriented trim like this. But it does feel pretty nice. It's a bit thin. I'm not even going to lie. It doesn't have a lot of bolstering. Someone with meaty hands like mine, it's not really a lot for me to grab and grip on. So I'm going to take off some points for that. And of course, boom. Your little selector right here you have for track. And this controls your all-wheel drive system, that GT4 all-wheel drive system. This helps you, put more power to the front, more power to the rear. For track mode, you just press that right there. I mean, it's simple, guys. This is a simple car. It's not crazy. You do have a drive mode selector. You flick through here. You got sport, custom, and then, of course, you got eco, normal. We're going to go ahead and leave it in sport. Glove box, not lined with felt, but it is damp. Pretty decent amount of space in there, as you can see. And I said the vehicle's used, so it's not super clean. Not much else going in the way of storage. You do have a little cubby down there that is a wireless charger on the higher trim. But other than that, ain't really nothing to look at. You ain't got no sunroof. You got your vanity mirrors right here. You got a little LED lighting, nothing too crazy. You got a manually dimming mirror. But that's what you get for the money. And speaking of the money, let's talk about the price. Starting price for this bad boy, $39,000. If you can get it for $39,000, I will say it's okay. For what you get for the money, it's okay. But if you're paying over 50 grand for this car, I don't know what to tell you, to be honest. Because you're kind of in a weird spot. Because if you want to get a Type R, you're probably going to pay way more than 50 grand. And the only other option is to step down to a GR86, which is not even in the same class. But to be honest, the best bang for your buck at this price point is the Elantra N. The Elantra N is faster than this, believe it or not. I think the interior is much nicer as well. It's a lot more premium. And there's not so much disparity. Like, there's only one trim of the Elantra N that you could get. It's all the same. You have the nice illuminated N logo on the seats. The car's a winner. You can get them for like under 40 grand. So against this, I mean, of course, reliability and everything like that, Toyota's known for it, but it's a GR. It's not as reliable as the other Toyota products. Let's just be completely honest. I do see these in the shop from time to time. So let's not go there. If you're going to get a performance car, get a performance car. Don't do it for reliability. That's just me. That's my opinion. You don't have dual zone automatic climate control. You do have your standard climate controls right here. Of course, this is a touchscreen. Like I said, it was 8 inches. And that's pretty much it, guys. AC vents, nice and large, just like on any other standard Toyota. The shifter is pretty nice, very decent throws. I mean, the clutch is not super heavy. It's very light, but I have very strong legs, so don't take my word for it. You get out and try it for yourself. Big ass handbrake. I don't know why I grabbed it like that, but big ass handbrake. Pretty easy to control. I like the fact that it's traditional. Very nice. And that's it, guys. It's your boy ChronicTurbo. I love you guys. If you want this car, I could recommend it if you can get it for MSRP. If you have to pay more than MSRP, don't do it. I'm just saying there are better options. Get a Elantra in. Or if it's too high, go ahead and get a, Type R. If you're getting overpriced that much and you're willing to pay, get a Type R. But peace out. Love y'all.